the sky. Stick 'em up, punk, hit 'em low, hit 'em high. Now I'm the bad boy that you invite for dinner. Ain't got no manners 'cause I eat with my feet.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Let me see who's here. Matthew, woof, woof, baby. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Stella. Hello, Mrs. Carlett. Hello, game. Good to see you. Shorty, Joe. Hello, Danielle. Hey, everybody. Okay, this live stream is well, it's not really disorganized, actually, because a couple minutes before I got everything together. But hello, Fairy. Hey, Living Laughing. Okay, I missed a lot with Foodie yesterday because I saw a little like a lot of little side dramas happening. So I kind of minded my own business yesterday. I didn't want any part of anybody's fighting. I don't know. I saw a lot on Twitter. That, and I didn't want to watch Foodie Game. I really didn't. But I ended up popping in, and she was really upset about what her former friend liked. I guess they liked a comment. It said something not cool. It wasn't okay. The comment was liked. The person said they didn't mean to. I don't know. I saw that part of the gaming thing. So that's what I did see. She went on a few community posts rage. Like, I think there was at least 3, right, you guys? About 3 different posts. I don't know. We're going to go over to Twitter and check those out. But she deleted everything. I specifically remember one when she was sucking up to Mr. Snowflake, and everybody's been saying that, like, oh, she finally checked him out and saw what he looked like, so now she's, like, all of a sudden sorry. I guess she saw this sweater and she fell in love. I don't know. Hey, hello. Hey, Annie, good to see you. So, also, I did see, do you guys remember the channel Dark Side Becky? That channel we've checked out a few times. I think I told you I am not a fan of, like, dolls, things like that. Like, it scares me, but, like, since I've had a daughter, I've had to, like, get over it. They don't really scare me. They just, like, creep me out. Well, like, Dark Side Becky has helped me, like, with that fear a lot. Like, now I find it very entertaining. I find it very creative. Anyway, she did a Mr. Snowflake reaction, like him reacting to Foodie's rant, and I really want to watch that with you guys. And then Dark Side Becky also did a skit where Charles Reed is in the comment section, which a lot of people think Charles Reed is really Foodie Beauty. So I was hoping that you guys wanted to check that out together with me, and then we're going to go to Twitter, and then we'll listen to Foodie's. You know, I don't even think it's a Foodie video. I think she's now putting up videos of just like what Yo Mama has to say. But does she even edit it? Because wouldn't that be just reused content if you're just slapping up? And isn't that what she complains about? She says, like, reaction channels aren't transformative. We just rip the content straight from her and slap it right up. Isn't that what she's doing right now? Hey, you, nothing yet. We haven't watched anything yet. I'm just doing a whole lot of yapping. That's what I do. I talk a lot, and then yeah. Nothing yet. Okay. Okay, I had to rush someone off the phone. No, you're good. You're good. The Charles Reed one was funny. Do you guys want to watch that one first? Okay, let me find it. So again, we're going to be watching 2 short videos by Dark Side Becky. And the first one is going to be Charles versus the comment section. So hopefully you guys can see. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Yeah, okay. I just gotta make it a little bit bigger, and let's check this out. If it wants to play, I don't know. It's been like, oh. Wait. So if you zoom in on YouTube, there's comments that are flashing across the screen. How did they have time to stitch up a puppet and put this together? This is obsession. You are the ones that need help, not Foodie Beauty. And if you notice, the puppet's like typing away. The comment said puppets make everything better. Charles Reed, puppets don't suddenly make hate content wholesome. Woof, 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 says one comment. It's exactly like Foodie, like her movements, her mannerisms, like the ring. It's just so good. What does Charles Reed say here? I'm actually more of a hater of bullies than I am a fan of Foodie. Okay. Charles Reed was complaining that they made the pot pie look too dry because they used sponges. Like, literally came to complain that the pot pie that they made or that they must have used for a video was a sponge. It looked too dry. Oh my gosh, I think that's probably the best thing I'm gonna watch today. That was really good. Do you guys like that channel? I'm so glad I found it. Puppet should have been continually adjusting the yes. Yes, that's something maybe they can add. Adjusting the yes, definitely. Foodie does that what every 10 seconds. To be fair, the top of the pot pie was crunch crispy and dry like a desert. It was. Hey Vicky. Hello everybody coming in. Hope all of you are feeling blessed. I am after watching that. I feel blessed with good YouTube content. That was amazing. How are you, Rome? Let's see. Maybe one time we can get it touching the hijab. Yes, seriously, that was something. Well, there's another one. So I wanted to watch this. I was going to watch it last night, but I waited so we could watch it together. Let me share the screen. So this is a Mr. Snowflake one. I think Darkside Becky also does Cyrax videos too. I haven't really checked those ones out too much. Not Cyrax. I'm sorry, with King Cobra, not Cyrax. But either way, both Cyrax and King Cobra, I don't know, both terrify me and amuse me at the same time. Like, well, Cyrax actually just terrifies me. King Cobra creeps me out sometimes, but then amuses me at the same time. Anyways, Darkside Becky does other people too.
Hi, everybody. Right there. There with us. Close enough, I'm on. Right. Where am I looking? That one. Hi, everybody. I haven't done this in ages. I haven't done a reaction in ages. I wasn't going to do one anytime soon. But then, oh, that camera. But then something happened. I was having a bath, and then my phone started blowing up. I got 2 text messages. Somebody called Foodie Beauty is kicked off about the opening credits thing I did for 15 minutes and 28 seconds. So we're gonna listen. I've listened to the first however many minutes. But apparently, she has a good old rant. Am I recording? Right.
Do you notice the puppet has a fancy sweater on too? I love this.
Hi, everybody. If you're new to the channel, hiya. Right.
Hey,
Where is my
Blondie.
screen recording? So you'll be down there.
Hello.
Foodie Beauty. Right.
Yeah. All right. Hello. So, today I woke up and chose violence.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Hey, PQ.
I can't believe you had a rant for 15 minutes about it. That's nuts. God, that's nuts. That's crazy. And then just totally went off topic. Can't make videos about it unless you live her life. That's it. No more Hitler documentaries from the History Channel because you haven't lived his life. No more documentaries about aliens.
Nope.
You're not allowed to make documentaries about anybody else but yourself.
No.
Right. I'm gonna go. I don't want to rant. I'm sorry I upset you, Foodie. Episode 1 will be up in, I hope, a week. I'm gonna try my hardest. A week, 2 weeks, I don't know. Hopefully soon as I can. Anyway, that was nuts. People warned me, said she's worse than Amber. She reacts well. You were right. I thought, if I just do a fair documentary, it'll be fine. But if she's like,
I just noticed randomly the difference of the size of the hands. Like Foodie's puppet, the hands are like massive, and Mr. Snowflake has a little
this
hand.
after a 1 minute opening credits, what's she going to be like after a 2 hour?
Hey, Tara.
2 hours, yeah. Right. Sorry, I'm evil, everybody. Bye.
Okay, so that's Dark Side Becky. I really enjoy the content over there. I need to watch more. You know who I suspect has been where this puppet was, Breezy? Who? Did anyone see Foodie's apology? Yeah, we're going to Twitter. I'm trying to decide if we're going to watch the Foodie video first or go to Twitter first. But Twitter caught all of her deleted rages. All of them. Hey, Pooh, good to see you. Hey, Candy. Hello. Okay, let's get the Foodie video over with. Basically, from what I have seen, it looks like she just slapped a Yo Mama clip up there. I don't know if she's really edited. I have no idea. So it's titled, I Have No Words for This. And aside from this, she did a gaming stream. I'm not even going to try and say the name because there's no point. I get it wrong every single time. She played a game. At one point, I popped in and she was talking about what happened with Shannon liking a comment. And then I left shortly after that. Then she was raging and then she deleted all those. But people were saying on Twitter that Foodie deleted her, Mr. Snowflake, that she apologized to Mr. Snowflake because she finally looked him up and she saw how he looks. And you know how she always forgives the men for talking about her. If she finds them attractive, they're all forgiven. But the women, she just holds us to a different standard. I don't know why, but that's just how she is. Okay, let's get the Foodie video over with. I don't know. It's good. It's 3 minutes long. So across the screen, it says FFG talking about my DV experience and how I was jealous that I was not abused more. All right.
Because that would make Foodie Beauty more human. Or maybe the fact that she claims that she suffered through domestic violence. And somebody who's had a past and seen recently doing that to another person. And people are like, yeah, but he did it to her, but he's not doing it to you. Here is.
All I know is, why are we listening to Yo Mama preach about violence when he got banned from YouTube for 7 days for threatening someone? He thinks elder abuse is hilarious, but I'm just wondering why we're doing this.
Let's set an example of that. Here is FFG talking about that.
Bro, tell people don't believe my story, even though there is video evidence of him being an abuser on video.
The irony of saying, well, there's proof of him being abusive on video, and then, well, you doo-doo. Ma'am, there's no proof of him doing fuck all to you on video. Those Sam's Bar Lounge videos is what I assume you're alluding to. They have nothing to do with you, and that really bothers you.
Those videos have nothing to do with you, and that bothers you. But here we go. That there's no video evidence of him.
FFG says that I'm not whatever. Like people say I suck up to FFG. I'm not a fan of her, but when it comes to FFG versus Foodie, I'm gonna choose FFG. That's just how it goes. I'd choose anybody over Foodie. So there's a clip on Twitter or a screenshot, anyways, where after all this happened, and Nader and Didi even like moved in together, and he was staying there. She was in his chat saying, "You stole my man." So like, yeah, she saw all this stuff happen, and I think it was around the time she was even newly married, right? Or Salah was in the picture. We'll have to go find it, but she was in that chat saying something, Didi, you stole my man. That's why I'm mad, and all this stuff. So it just looks a certain way. And if all this stuff happened, and even if those videos had already come out and she still was in the chat saying, you stole my man, it kind of looks like she wishes she was Didi. And I'm going to be very clear. I'm not saying nothing happened to Foodie Beauty as far as Nader goes, but I think that they were abusive towards each other.
Him doing that to you. He did it to her, but there's no video evidence of him doing that to you. This is the same person that said that she was being abused for 3 years by her lover. Remember that? She suffered through DV. She just said it. Can you imagine if FFG came on her stream and said, I suffered through DV for 3 years, and somebody yelled at her and said, I don't think you have. And then she said, why? Is it on video? Is there video evidence of you being domestic violence happened to you? Can you imagine somebody saying that to you, FFG, and not believing your story of being abused for 3 years? Huh? But it's okay for you to go around to another woman and say that she didn't suffer through DV because it wasn't shown.
This is so frustrating to watch because I'm just screaming, like, the person who screams hypocrisy all the time is like batting for the biggest hypocrite in the world, and like he thinks violence is funny in general. He does. So it's just weird to hear him preaching about this.
Shown on video. Wow. And it's going to even get nastier. I'm just showing you how they look at her like she's not human. Watch what she says next.
I've thought this for a long time. It's kind of a sick belief. I don't think I've ever even said it on the channel, but I'm about to say it. I don't fucking care, because here we are again, all this time later, and I've kind of proved myself right in my own mind. The fact that she went back there again tonight. Ever since those videos came out, I truly did believe in the back of my head, it's like I didn't want to believe it, that she was jealous that it wasn't her, the victim in those videos.
The most disgusting thing you'll ever hear.
What?
She said that in those videos where a woman was being abused, that Foodie Beauty is upset because she wished she was the one in those videos being abused. I
just friendly reminder why, because I'm sure if you're watching this, you're going to forget by the time it comes to this again. A, please don't ever wear your hat like that again. B, it's because after everything came out, everything, Foodie still went into their chat and told Didi, you stole my man. After everything came out. So it just looks a certain type of way.
I just want y'all to hear that.
Again, but I just really need to drive this home. If you take anything away from this, because I know you're going to watch this, please just the hat like that. It just no.
This is how disgusting this shit has gotten. This is a person that claims she was in a domestic violent relationship for 3 years. And she's going to sit here and say that another woman wishes she could switch places with another woman that was being DV'd on camera.
Is that it? Oh, no. He's still talking? Okay, well, that happened. I don't know. I was distracted by the hat. And I just can't take him seriously because the stuff like he drags me for and makes fun of me about, he'll defend Foodie over. So like I have nothing to offer that. Yeah. If anything, they were both abusers. I have no compassion for, I think they were abusive towards each other. I did see a screenshot, you guys, floating around that May was in a chat and said that they have court in March, by the way. So I'm hoping I saved it on Twitter just so I could show you guys. But if I didn't for some reason bookmark it or retweet it, I did see. If anybody can elaborate on that, you know whose chat she was in, when this happened. And I heard it was confirmed that it was May. Like, that was the real May. It wasn't a troll. So, yeah, I'm interested to see what's going to happen in March. I really am. I'm not ever going to cover that person as far as like reacting to their videos. You know, the guy I'm talking about. But I'm interested to see what happens and what goes down with the court stuff. So if you guys want me to like ever give an update, maybe I'll just go to like Twitter or somewhere people are talking about it and we can get an update there. They dated for 2 weeks. Yeah. And then he dumped her and she wouldn't go away. Like, I mean, I will never defend him, but this is what I did see from my own eyes, like from my perspective. I saw him reject her in every sort of way, and she just kept taking us on trips down the long road, and she just kept showing up. But then he would get like grocery hauls and weed and gifts, and then she would end up telling us that they were secretly seeing each other. But it truly looked, from my perspective, that like he met up with her just for money and for gifts. Yeah, I guess I could tolerate you for an hour. Just make sure you bring weed. Yeah, I guess I'll see you for 30 minutes. Just make sure you leave $200. Like, I don't think he ever willingly wanted to hang out with her without getting something out of it. I remember, wasn't she caught like peeping through his kitchen window? She would wait outside his place. I don't know. And then when things became very clear that him and Dee Dee were an actual whatever they are thing, um, she still was chasing him and still trying to get him back and still calling him. And, you know, I tend not to believe anything Nader says, but he showed receipts of like, you know, how she would try to get him back. Looked like a lost puppy. She acted like she didn't have a whole other home with Peetz. True. Let's see. He said 1 week when he got his free trip to Toronto, she always hung around waiting for him. She did. She did. And then she would like, I think the goal of her when she started sleeping around with all these random people was like she really thought he was gonna get jealous. And that never happened. That like he never, I don't think he got jealous. I think he didn't care. She would just do weird things. Weird things. Or look at all remember the condom wrapper stream, you guys? Like that was all a show. Like there was, I don't even remember, 6 condom wrappers like flung around. Like really, really, really. If you got somebody that can go 6 times in a row like that you're flinging things around, don't come back on YouTube. Like, take advantage of that. I don't know what to tell you, but she had them like placed all around, and it was just so obvious. She like opened them up or something. Like she full on went to CVS or 7-Eleven, bought a box, like tore them open. But she would do weird things like that for Nader. She tried to make him she did. I can never forget the condom wrappers. I truly remember being, like, embarrassed. Like, my insides were just like, "Oh my gosh." It was just weird. She did! There was one on the desk, like, one on the pillow, and, like, the way they were, like, I don't know, placed, it's like if you're truly, like, ripping one open and flinging it or whatever, like, it wouldn't land perfectly. It was just embarrassing. It was just embarrassing. I wanna go back and find that clip. I need to find that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the 22-year-old, she was flexing. She got a man almost the same age as her cat. Yeah. Yeah. I wanna say something. I agree with everybody saying that the liked comment, was wrong. I don't think racism is okay at all. At all. I don't know, I guess if we're liking comments, like, I've had to even know to slow down and like comments because you can truly like something terrible, and sometimes you forget to go back and watch. But like, I don't know, it's just in general a good idea. Just slow down and check your comments. I don't know, it's wrong, but like there's no but. I guess what I want to say is the part that I came in where Foodie was like preaching about, you know, racism and, you know, how dare she, how dare they, da, 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 da. I would never do anything like that, you know, making it sound like she didn't. I remember what she called somebody's kids. I remember what she called, was it a Marry You Guys kids, you guys? I remember what she called them. I remember what she would call Charlie Gold. Um, she's made several comments. And if we're gonna, hold people accountable, I do want to say the person that's in her chat every single day once posted a picture of my beautiful biracial child. Posted it on Instagram for the world to see. So Foodie, I hope you're listening right now. Like, everything needs to be called out, right? Everything. We're not going to say it's okay for some and not for others and act shocked and all this other stuff. Your Beezer in your chat posted a picture of my biracial child. You need to hear this. And called her a lard piece of shit. You and your lard piece of shit, good for nothing daughter have a low life. You live in a ghetto. You just announced on your channel. Anyway, saying all these insults about her. Saying that your daughter has to go to her ghetto college and you put up with her. You cannot take my dream away from being in Girl World. I love Girl World and Beezer Spray. Eat shit, hypocrite. Anyways, that's not the only thing they've said about her. And why do you assume because she's biracial that we live in a ghetto? And like, what was your fascination with always pointing out her race? I'm pointing it out because we need to hold everybody accountable, everybody. So if you truly think it's wrong, then I truly, sincerely hope you have a chat with your Beezer and let him know how wrong that is. And you are, in my opinion, Foodie, you're racist. In my opinion. I remember one time you were talking about, was it Allah's wife, and the shock in your voice, something about her hanging out with 3 black men. Oh no, not 3 black men. Foodie, the stuff you preach about is, you need to take a long, hard look in a mirror. Let's see. If you don't know, now you know. I was reading a comment, by the way. If Breezy Jr. is in the ghetto, she's living in a literal landfill. It doesn't matter where we live, to be honest. It's just the posting a picture of my child who is clearly not white and saying that we live in a ghetto and she goes to a ghetto college. I mean, not clearly all white. You know what I mean? She's white, she's black. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. But it doesn't matter anyways. Like, as long as you have love in your home and happiness, who cares if you live in a ghetto? Who cares if you live in a mansion on a hill? I know people who live in rich areas who are miserable, who are absolutely miserable. So who cares? And the whole like, oh, living in the ghetto, like trying to use that as an insult. Well, the person who lives in the ghetto might have far more love, joy, and, in my eyes, that's more well off than anybody who's like a billionaire. Ghetto who had an apartment with no windows and an actual train rat, right? Danielle said, oh, let's not forget she called. Yes. But I will just never forget, like, you can kind of tell how people are by the way they talk and the 3 black eyes, the way she said it. And I know that's hard to hear, but like the shock in her voice, like, oh my gosh, I hate to break it to you, Foodie. My baby daddy is a black man and I lived with him. The horror. Like, it's just crazy. You could tell a lot about somebody by the way they sound and by the way they word things, by the way they talk. And it's not horrible to hang out with 3 black men or have 3 black men as roommates. Like, what does the color of their skin matter? What does it matter? They could have 3 white roommates who are killers or thieves or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. Mrs. Carly, thank you so much for joining the Breezy Bunch. Welcome. So I said, imagine using someone's kids as ammo. You have to prepare yourself for the hot heat of hell if you do this. Good thing Foodie is practicing in the Kuwait heat. Yeah. I was very, I think, naive on how evil people could be, to be honest. Like, I wasn't all into YouTube like this my whole life. Like, I didn't watch a whole lot of YouTube. One time on Twitter, I heard people talking about Foodie Beauty and MFW. Then so I started getting curious and I started checking out MFW. But I wasn't getting involved in like all the side dramas and hearing about all the doxing and stuff like that. Truly, if you're not like full on into this stuff and you're just a viewer who turns it on when you get off work, you don't know about how bad some of these communities can be. And I was like that. So I started my channel without doing any research. Like, one day I was watching people in real time and pointed my phone at the computer, at the TV. This is how I started. I had a dinosaur, like, what was it? A J3 Star phone. It was like, I don't know. And that's what I used to film on when I first started YouTube. And I pointed it at the TV and I would watch Foodie and learn about her in real time. And so I didn't know about like the Kiwi farms and all the doxing and all this other stuff. Like I truly should have done my research before I just started letting it all out there. You know, there's definitely things I would do differently. And if you're ever thinking about starting a channel, like please listen to my words right now. You may just watch sometimes and think that this is all fun and the internet's all fun and games. I thought that like that too. It's just fun. Like nobody goes IRL. This stuff doesn't happen. And then I share my life and, you know, sometimes slip up about whatever, like the city I'm visiting for the day. And, you know, I truly at one point wanted my channel to be a lot about recovery and my old stories and like showing how you can reunite your family. Like I wanted you guys to know how horrible my addiction was, but like offer some hope. This is what you can get back if you truly choose to change your life. So I started showing like, you know, my daughter, like, look, you know, I had a horrible drinking problem, you know, had to give custody to the father for a while until I got better. But look at, we're together now. I have joint custody. Yeah, I have her 80% of the time. My family who wanted nothing to do with me, you know, we all live by each other now. Like, I just wanted to offer hope. And I was so naive. I wish I never showed my daughter. I wish I never told so much, but I did. And so here we are. What I did learn is to never show her face again. That's what I can control. That's what I can control. But I do also want to say just because I have shown her doesn't give anybody the right to put her pictures as troll accounts or gives them the right to threaten her or make her feel unsafe or use her photos next to pictures of me being unalived. Like that doesn't, my mistake was being so naive, but it doesn't give anybody permission to do what they have done either. Do you know what I mean? Hard lesson learned, but I just want to drive this point home. Just because I've shown her doesn't give you the right to repost her and call her ghetto or anything like that. Just because I talk about foodie beauty doesn't give anybody the right to threaten harm to me or show up at my house or send pizzas or make pictures of me being deleted from this world. Like at the end of the day, I'm just a voice on YouTube. Like I don't know Foodie in real life. I'm not actively trying to take her down. I'm not plotting against her. I truly like to just react to her and piss her off because she came from my kid. And I find the topic sometimes fascinating. But yeah, it's just things go too far. I was naive. Wish I did things differently, but I didn't. So here I am, just trying to do my best to control the situation now. I can't pretend that my daughter doesn't exist and not ever talk about her because I'm a mom before I'm a YouTuber. And that's a big part of my life. So what I can control is not showing her face on camera. What I can control is limited info. What I can control is just asking simply to not use her because she has nothing to do with Girl World at all. You know, and I think she's beautiful and I really don't care what the color of her skin is. I look at her heart and she's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful human, like beautiful. And I don't think anybody should judge anybody on the color of their skin. I don't like Yo Mama because I find him annoying, but it has nothing to do with his skin color. Do you know what I mean? So it's just he's annoying. Don't judge him on the color of his skin. The color of his skin has nothing to do with what he does on YouTube, and we shouldn't be liking comments about it. And a lot of like the racism that goes under the radar and people don't talk about, like it does need to stop because there's a lot of that going on, and I do see it. I do see it. So hopefully we could do better. It's Black History Month. Like let's just do better. Let's just do better. The soul is what lasts, not looks, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah. But I too want to say, like, I see my daughter as a heart, as a soul, as a beautiful person, but I do recognize that part of her is Black, and that side is very important. And to say that I don't see skin color would be to say that, like, I'm not acknowledging her. Do you know what I mean? So, but I'm just saying in general, like, we shouldn't judge people. Like, I don't want to be judged for the color of my skin. I can't help it. I didn't ask to be born. I'm just here. Nobody else can help it. And it truly doesn't matter. It truly doesn't matter. Nobody's better than anybody. Nobody's better than anybody. All right, let's get to Foodie Beauty Twitter. How are we supposed to know how effing that they would weaponize trauma or anything personal they can get on you? Lesson learned, a-holes. Well, I think the lesson too to take away from it is not everybody is like you. So just because you wouldn't post somebody's house on an app or a website for the world to see doesn't mean somebody else wouldn't do it. Just because you would never call somebody's work when you're mad at somebody because they didn't like your comment or whatever doesn't mean somebody else wouldn't do it. So just like guard yourselves. If you're ever thinking of starting a channel, use a damn avatar and don't let anybody tell you that it's wrong to do. Like, protect your anonymity. I wish I would have. I truly wish I would have. But I'm here. So, and I'm out there. To be real, you don't really react to her, though. You just let her videos play and say 1 or 2 words. Now, yeah, but she is an OG, a beast at reactions. Your mama needs to go back to playing Madden. He's a whole B. Yeah, okay. I'm going to be down to only 2 upper teeth soon. Will you still love me? I will love you. Okay, my thing with teeth is like, I don't care who else has them or doesn't have them. My thing, you're okay, you're obsessed. You're thinking about my teeth obsession. I'm just saying, when I personally want to kiss somebody, I would like them, like, I have a teeth thing and I can't help it. I like what I like. I like what I like, but I'm not like out there judging anybody other than Foodie because she doesn't brush her teeth. But my thing is, like, if I'm going to kiss somebody, I would like them to have teeth. Vicky, I'm not going to be kissing you anytime soon, so I love you. Okay, you're good. Hey, Jamie. Breezy, it was a wild day when you had to explain to my girl why she doesn't look like her mom or me. It was a fun day explaining genetics. Why did I say when I had to explain to your girl? I'm like, what? Yeah, it is. It's a wild thing. Don't read deleted comments. We told you about that crazy old internet lady had. Wait, don't. You're telling me not to read comments, and I'm reading your comment telling me not to read comments. I like teeth and tattoos. Yes, I do. I can't help it. I like what I like. I do. I like teeth. I don't know. I like my own teeth too. I like to floss them and take care of them. But I'm not saying people lose their teeth because they're not brushing. I'm saying that I don't know. I can't explain it. Like, some people like really toned arms. Some people like ass. Some people like toned legs. Some people apparently like ears. I didn't know it was a thing, but it is. I just like, the first things I notice with people are teeth and tattoos. That's it. That's it. Not deleted comments. Okay, no, I haven't read any deleted comments, but now that you said it, I'm scrolling up to see the deleted comments. You should know better than to tell me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh yeah, I read that one. Okay. That wasn't that bad. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. We talk a lot during Foodie's streams about like 50 different things. We just do. But Yaba is a great reactor. Live your best life watching her. No teeth shaming. No, I just like to kiss people who have teeth. Some people like feet. Yeah, some people do. That's a big thing. That's a big thing. After seeing Salah's feet, I just don't get it, but it's a thing. All right, let me catch up with you guys in the chat. I'm looking at StreamYard, so I'm always 8 years behind. Yeah, I mean, I don't like feet, but I dated somebody once that did. I didn't get it. I didn't get it, but people have their things. Just like, I guess, to me, teeth and tattoos are really attractive. Some people like to stare at people's toes. I don't know. I guess you like what you like. You like what you like. After seeing Salah's feet, I chopped my own off. I'm being feet shamed or teeth shamed? No, you're not. Hello, Freedom Deep. Hold on 1 second, you guys, okay? Okay. Let's see. Nobody is judging you guys. I think the teeth thing I talk about as far as like when people ask me what I like or I say what I like. You like hands? Oh, hands are good too. Like, if a guy has really like smooth girl hands, I tend to not like, I'm not like woo or anything. Woof woof. Yeah, some people like barking apparently. Whatever, live your best life. Live your best life. All right, let's get into Twitter. You guys need to zoom in though. Hold on, I want to check my phone and see if Foodie's done anything while we've been yapping about her. Seeing if we've pissed her off yet. Nope, nothing yet. All right. Oh my gosh, my ex was into feet. He got me so paranoid. I buff my feet every day. And you know what? Dating somebody like that really gives you like a thing, because I'm like that now too. I have to have my feet, like, I cannot let them be dry. I don't know. It gives you like some kind of a complex after you date somebody who likes feet. It's weird. I don't know. Ever since that experience, like, I cannot have dry, crinkly feet. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Not saying many words, breezy, only 2 words. Wait, what? It's so unfair, Tony. Okay. Jax from Vanderpump Rules loves feet. I think Jax is a freak. I don't know. I just get those vibes from him. Like, he is into some stuff. It's just the vibes I get. It's just the vibes. Okay. Let me see. Okay. So I guess this is Mr. Snowflake's comment or no. It says Mr. Snowflake has become a Redditor. She did a Q&A with Chantopless readers today, and it was revealing. Nobody panicked except Chantal, and she apologized and now can be okay. So I guess he was on Reddit and doing Q&As, and they posted the answers. So it says Mr. Snowflake here is at Chantopolis to answer your questions. Mod verified. All right, let's read the comments. So Mrs. Snowflake, is that like his wife? Okay, I don't know. But the answers are great question. Well, the first 10 minutes, I have to try and make her at least relatable because I follow a certain structure. I can't just jump into drama. So I like to at least spend a little time getting audience to either like or relate. And plus, I wanted Chantal to think it's going to be nice because I wanted an apology from her. I got my apology. Yeah, I saw the teaser. And I don't remember the specifics, but I remember I felt a certain way, like, it was kinda like, oh, because like, they were talking about, or she was talking about her childhood or her life, right? And they were showing, like, family photos. I truly didn't see why that made her rage, but, okay, hold on. How did I X out of that? Okay, so another response is, and no one has to worry about being too nice to Foodie. I've got a lot of people pointing me in the right direction to all the awful stuff. So yeah, I saw on Twitter he was asking people for like receipts from different times. Like I think the last one I saw was what she said or did, or receipts from when she was with BB. So there was a lot of people sending receipts. So another response is, I think with everyone's help, we can make the best foodie videos that exist. And I think we can really do it justice. My channel isn't big, but I think it's big enough that people who don't know she's an evil see you next Tuesday can learn. I wasn't expecting that. Hold on. How many subscribers does Mr. Snowflake have? 104K. He thinks he's not a big channel? Interesting. That's interesting. All right, let's keep going, you guys. Is everyone okay in the chat? My stepson came to see. I almost read that out loud. I think we need to. I don't know. I wasn't expecting to come to that when I was coming back to the chat. So I'm very confused. Okay. I wasn't there for that era. I only know about pizza in the cupboard and her lying about a job. I came during Nader era. Not by the heart. I didn't see the BB era. This is what got me into her. Everybody was talking about how she got with this guy and how she's been acting scary and on drugs. And I remember people were saying, oh, gosh, that she was doing math with him. And so that's about when I started watching. Like, it was crazy. She looked high all the time, but she was saying she wasn't. One day she was in love, the next day she was crying. So it like really reeled me in. And then there was these moments where she was like actually funny and almost cute sometimes back then. Like there was days where I was like laughing with her. There was days where I'd get frustrated with her. But it was a really wild time to come in. We did threaten to get him a foodie cameo for Valentine's Day. Breezy liked you talking about that. Wait, what? No, the comment I deleted, no. I don't think anybody should share that. And I don't know why I chose to look at the chat right at that time, but no. But I still don't know what you were talking about, but it's deleted either way. So I want to just continue on Twitter. I came back when someone sent me the video of her picking up an unknown pipe and hid it. Her words. All the judging she does, and she picked up an unknown pipe, not knowing what was in it, and used it? Wow. I found out about her when she tried to defend Cyrax, the predator from Music Biz Marty. What a time to find out about her. Yeah, she did defend him. She did, and she doubled down. It took a long time of people, I felt like days of people saying, like, you don't want to defend this guy. And then I feel like she kind of tried to backtrack it, but it didn't really work. Well, what a time to find Foodie. I don't think you like that. No, I know what you mean. No, I didn't like. Yeah, that's why it's gone. But let me see. I came to okay. I am so distracted now, but I want to try to get back on track. So people were posting different things that Foodie Beauties said and done. We're gonna get to the community posts, you guys. Don't worry. Because she often tries to rewrite history. So Lord Balzar put some quotes up from her, and it says quotes from the Pumped Up Kick stream, where it's evident she knew what she was doing was wrong, and proceeded to do it anyways. And these are just some quotes from Foodie Beauty. They're disgusting. But she says, "Well, I like this one, and I don't know why I like this song. Am I bad? You think people are right to hate me for liking this song? All of you Americans who think you have the right to assault rifles, F you. But it happens in the US. In the effing US. F you. In the effing US, it happens." And then she says, "I just went like this. What are people saying now? That I'm an a-hole? I'm a piece of crap? I'm scum, right? I'm disgusting? I'm an effing piece of shit, right? Because I would give my life for those kids, you know. You Americans are effed up." How does that make you feel? Because I just, ugh. Mind you, that's not all she said and did during that. She said that that song was America's national anthem. She was doing like these trigger fingers, like mocking. It was just all really, really bad. Really, really bad. So I hope that explains to anybody new one of the reasons, one of the many, many reasons we aren't very fond of her. She's not this innocent person who's just made a mistake in life and nobody's nobody's letting it go, and we're just harassing her nonstop and bullying her, and she doesn't deserve it. Like, she's one of the most vile people that I could think of. One of the most vile. Let's see. She does hate Americans, which is funny because it seems like her husband really loves them. Maybe that's why she hates them. Blondie said, Breezy, during Mr. Snowflake's live, he mentioned how all his information has been deleted, and he does not want to spread information without proof. So he's being flooded with any and all information. Okay, got it. Thank you, Blondie. I'd step in front of any kid any day. She wouldn't. That part right there, nightmare. That part right there. So this is a timeline of BBJ's health issues from late 2021 to February 2023. Worth noting, Chantel was taunting evidence in February 2023 with euthanizing BBJ. So people are showing this because of one of her community posts. Let's see. I'm trying to. Okay, so it says sometime in late fall, early winter 2021, Chantel starts making comments about BBJ's health/symptoms. I don't recall what she was saying. She was noticing, but it resulted in her viewers/audience pleading with her to take BBJ to the vet. One of the VIBs, I think it was Vegan for Life, sent a super chat, $100, and asked for it to be used towards BBJ's vet visit. Chantel kept putting off the BBJ vet appointment until the backlash got too intense, and she actually scheduled an appointment for sometime in January 2022. And then the second part. Chantel stated in previous lives that BBJ did not do well being crated in the car, and that she wanted James to accompany her in the car to hold BBJ while she drove to the vet. On January 13th, 2022, she made a community post saying that she rescheduled the vet appointment that had been scheduled for January 14, 2022, because James, Peetz, therapy appointment had also been scheduled at the same time, and she had got mixed up with the days. Two things were suspicious about this post, as both she and James, so they have a whole timeline, you guys. Let me see. Do they have more in here? Sometimes I'm scared to open comment sections because you truly never know when a foodie OnlyFans pic is going to pop up. Okay, let's see if there's more of this. Yeah, okay, 2 things were suspicious about this post, as both she and James had mentioned knowing. Hopefully this is the next part. 2 things were suspicious about this post, as both she and James mentioned knowing about the double scheduled appointments in their respective live streams days prior to this community post. James' live stream where he acknowledges the double booking was on January 3rd, 2022. The other suspicious thing is that the James therapy appointments were virtual. So this didn't make sense as a reason to have to reschedule, as she did not have time to drive him anywhere. She said that she would not be telling us when BBJ's rescheduled vet visit was going to be, but that it was going to be in January. Okay, the third part. Chantal does tell her audience in one of her live streams that the rescheduled vet appointment is January 25th, 2022. On January 25th, 2022, Chantal writes a community post stating that BBJ's vet appointment is now rescheduled to January 26, 2022 at 10 a.m. She has huge backlash in the replies to her community post, so then she makes a members-only community post after a live stream. Is anyone interested in hearing the rest of this history, or do you want me to move on? It's like detailed. So if you don't want to hear it all now, just know I have it retweeted. Like, it's up. So it's the whole history of how everything went down. I was reading enough to let you guys know that whatever Foodie says, like this person, this person has everything down for a fact. Let's see. Long live BBJ. Suck it, Foodie. Yeah, suck it, Foodie. I want to scroll up and see if I missed anything. She was trying to prove it had not been more than a year since she had taken BBJ to the vet. LMAO, she forgets we pay attention. That's the thing, like, some of the people in Girl World, like, they should be detectives. Like, I don't know. People have really good memories and people, like, figure shit out. They solve Foodie Beauty crimes. It's amazing. BBJ has everything Foodie wishes she has. That's true. That's facts. And Foodie is so jealous of BBJ. It's wild. Oh my gosh, Nightmare, thank you so much for gifting a membership to the Breezy Bunch. Aaron got it. Congratulations, Aaron. Oh my God. Well, welcome back, Aaron. Thank you, Nightmare. That was so sweet. That was so sweet. Okay, so I guess if we want to know more, it seems like it's all here. Here, okay, this is what we'll do. Zoom in and take a screenshot if you want to read the whole thing, okay? So let's see. I don't know what that's going to be, but here's the rest of it. All right, let's move on. So it's very detailed. Talks about Foodie, you know, wasn't she trying to say BBJ had dementia? Okay, so these are some clips we need to watch. Fondue Panju retweeted clips of Foodie, and Fondue says she was abusive to Nader and no victim. Okay, let me turn up the volume on this. All right, here's Foodie in all her glory.
Oh, wait. Didn't answer the phone? No, he's not asleep. Oh, end your stream and then call me. So I did. I called him like fucking 100 times on Messenger, on phone. No answer. Yeah, I verbally abused him. This is so. Not always.
Foodie, you just admitted here you verbally abused him. I'm going to play it one more time in case you didn't have your listening ears on.
Didn't answer the phone? No, he's not asleep. Oh, end your stream and then call me. So I did. I called him like fucking 100 times on Messenger, on phone. No answer. Yeah, I verbally abused him. This is so. Not always. Didn't answer the phone.
So she can't say anything. You're making fun of this and he abused me. You admitted here you abused him too. Like I said earlier in this stream, I believe something happened. I don't know what I believe, but based on the things that have come out about Nader, I've kind of made my decision. Like, you know what I mean? I tend to believe something happened, but I think they were abusive towards each other. I do. That's just my opinion. And it was odd to me how after she said how horrible he was, all this stuff was happening, she just kept going back. She forgets that part right there. You said all this stuff about him and then you kept going back. You found out about the Sam's Bar Lounge videos and you still would go to his chat. It's just weird. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And you can't use an excuse like, I know you like to pull up the statistics. Well, people go back. Yeah, but like they do. And that's a thing. But like what you did was just, I don't know, the whole thing, like filing false charges, being an alibi. At times it looked like you were stalking him. Like it just didn't make sense. It just didn't make sense. It just, and it never will to me. It never will. Like I said, I think something happened, but I don't know that I believe what you say. She's just so delusional. I really wonder if there's a screw loose or if she really truly thinks that people will forget. Well, Foodie thinks if she deletes things, that means it never happened. That's truly what she thinks. And she thinks if she spreads enough lies and misinformation and tries to rewrite history, eventually the rest of us will forget. And it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. He said, abuse is abuse. If you need help, call 800-799-7233. So if anybody out there needs help right now, the number, please listen to this, is 800-799-7233. And it's okay to ask for help. I don't know who needs to hear that, but it's okay. All right, so here is another clip of Foodie Beauty. Posted by Red Zesty. It says, when Foodie tries to twist the story and claim she faked a self-delete because of mental illness, I want you to remember why she actually did it.
You know, I
All right.
never intended to really do it. I wanted attention. I knew that gave me power, threatening that. I wanted to hurt people. You know, I never intended to really do it. I wanted attention. I knew that gave me power, threatening that. I wanted to hurt people.
Wow. These clips make me frustrated because she really wants people to think that like she's a victim and all these horrible things happen and we're just lying about it. We use her words against her. That's one thing. That's one thing. She could try to say we lie and make things up, but there's receipts out there forever and for days. And there's about 855 different channels with them posted. We're never going to let her rewrite history. Ever, ever, ever. These are her own stories she's telling. I wanted attention. What's new? Nothing changes with her. She wanted attention then. She still wants it now. She needs help. She needs therapy. Like, I really don't understand why she refuses to get it. I would truly think getting therapy would be so much easier than living like how she's living. I don't know. I can't imagine. Like, I get exhausted sometimes from watching her BS. Like yesterday, I was just kind of like not like, this is what happened. I knew it was a gaming stream. I'm not into the whole gaming thing anyway, so it's not something that like I want to be like, ooh, let me see, you know. But like I saw her BS and it was just like this again. Like in a year from now, it's if she's still around, it's still gonna be this crap, like rage deleting, raging deleting, rage deleting, mad at FFG, mad at whoever else that's a female out there that has a reaction channel. And then she's gonna be on a diet the day after that. Then she's gonna be mukbanging again after that. It's just like nothing changes with her ever. Ever. It gets exhausting. I can't imagine what it's like living her life. And I don't know how she does it. And I don't know how she's going to continue this crap for a year. Like, she can't afford to have her blood pressure up all the time like that. She really needs to calm down. Do you think because she confronted Snowflake that he will now portray her sympathetically so he doesn't get any backlash and she will turn into even more of a narcissist and hide behind that dog? I really don't know because I don't watch enough of him to like know what he's about or what he would do in a situation. I don't know, but you guys, what do you guys think in the chat? Janelle, I hope it doesn't sway his position. I think I missed Janelle's comment. Let me see. Okay, Janelle's, oh, I just read it. Duh. Aaron said, no, he won't. Janelle said, do you think it's a bad idea for Snowflake to do? The doc just gives her the attention she wants. If he talks about all the like horrible things she said and done, I don't think it would be bad to do because they would be watching it and seeing this, right? So I don't know, but I feel like anybody who covers her, she gets more attention and she thrives off of it, good or bad, and like she gets off to it. Oh, my sub count grew, you know, even though they know I'm a racist, I got 100 more subscribers. That's like how she looks at things. So I don't know, it's hard to say, but channels like his who have like a lot more subscribers than let's say me, like do a lot of good spreading how she is, how she really is. So I guess you could look at it from both ways. I see that it could be a really good thing. I also see how Foodie's going to get like an inflated head and barely fit through the door after it. We need a yearly reminder. I think so. I think so. Hey, Breezy Bunch, stay in your own corner of YouTube. Said if she wants the attention, he will give it to her with the documentary for sure, but it's not the kind she's seeking. Well, I just can't wait to find out what happens. And if anything, I'll watch Darkside Becky's channel and see Mr. Snowflake reaction. So this is a receipt of Foodie and Nader's chat. So Salt and Sauce said, never forget the loyalty of the newly married Chantel being in Nad's chat. And it's literally her in the comment section saying, you stole my effing man. I have a right to call you what I want. Those of us who've ever been in any type of abusive situation, like, do you refer to them as my man later? Or are you just happy to be like away from it and out of it? And you're not going back seeking their attention because you truly hope that they never pay attention to you again? It's just weird. It's really weird. You stole my effing man. I have a right to call you what I want. Interesting. Let's see. Her man for 14 whole days. That's the weird thing. They were together maybe 14 whole days, and like a million years later, she still thought they were together when clearly he had like another woman he was living with. Hey, Mandy. Okay, drive safe. If you go to Mr. Snowflake's latest live, he tells all creators they have his permission to use any and all of his videos without peer. That's really nice. Okay, well, I think we might have to watch some of it. I think we might have to watch some of it together. Let's see. Ruth posted a clip. Let's see. It says Salah is shit out of luck. So Ruth said she really did say scat. I'm dead. I forgot I posted this for whatever reason. Why did I post this? Anyways, they continue. The camera's off because she is alone a lot right now, and that's hard to hide. She is super depressed. He definitely doesn't live there. If people cannot stay there unmarried, where was he going to go with K-Bella? All right. What is this from again?
I'm just saying.
Hold on.
I'm just saying I think that we are very compatible, like sexually, and just like talking, like we could talk for like 2 hours, just like talking about stuff. He's like, so are there any like hard blocks, like any hard no's for things you would want to try? I said any scat, and he's like, yeah, that's for, he apparently.
Oh, that's why Salah was trying to go for somebody else. Like, that's why he found K-Bella, because scat is off limits to Foodie. It all makes sense now. Is it still off limits? Hold on, I gotta replay this.
I'm just saying I think that we are very compatible, like sexually, and just like talking, like we could talk for like 2 hours, just like talking about stuff. He's like, so are there any like hard blocks, like any hard no's for things you would want to try? I said any scat, and he's like, yeah, that's for, he apparently hates feet, like he doesn't like touching feet.
But who is she really talking about? That's my question. Was this the time she was dating like all the married men with different things that they were really into? I don't know. All I have to say is now we know. Now we know why Salah reaches out to other women. That's off limits to Foodie, and that seems like that's something he's really into. I just want to know if she barks for him. I don't know. It's a hot summer morning here. It's unbearable. Is it, Tony? But hold up. Didn't she play dumb like she didn't know? Yes. She was talking about Nader. I'm finding out things about people I really wish I didn't know. Like, I never thought in my life I would be sitting here talking about poop with you guys. Like, and who likes it and who doesn't, who it's off limits to, who's barking at who. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I got sober to sit here and talk about shit. What has my life become? I think we need a Scientology protester stream later. Like, what has my life become? This is like Seriously, of all the things I could be doing right now, making a difference in the world, I don't know. I'm sitting here talking about who likes poop and who it's off limits to. And then this tweet comes up. Oh my gosh. Enjoy, Tony. I've been sitting with what little sun we have here right now. Okay. So who posted this? Katie said, well, Foodie Beauty is on another deflection arc because her husband won't poop on her. I want to take the time to remind everyone he wanted to stomp on a woman's face and pee on her. And then they said, you're as vile as he is, Chantal. I'd say you deserve each other, but he doesn't like big women. Oh! I don't know why that part got me, but it does. Oh my gosh. Okay. So these are just some of the DMs Salah sent Kay Bella. He said, I'm going to spit on a lot on your face and stomp on your goddamn face and pee on you. That is what he says. He said a lot of other things too. What he wanted to do to Bibles and crosses. He really has a thing with time. Like, he only wants to make out with people for 15 minutes. And then after that, it's like sperm everywhere. And and then the whole barking thing. He really liked to be called daddy, which, like, I'm not going to yuck anybody's yum, right? Like, if something's good enough, like, I'll call you whatever you want. Sheriff, captain, I don't know. Detective, like, whatever. So, like, I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum, but, like, just his specific, the things that came out and the way that they did were just a lot. Like, I know certain people like certain things, but, like, isn't it all about, like, consent? What he wants to do doesn't involve consent with another person. Like, he fantasizes about assaulting them, So anyways, it's just like, I don't want anybody to, like, listen to me who's into certain, like, maybe you like to bark, live your best life, but, like, what I do and what I will call out is, like, when I know things, certain communities are all about consent. Like, I'm not going to let that slide when what he wants to do is not consensual. It's not. So that's my little opinion on the whole thing. Bark better, please. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I would, whatever. Captain would be a good one, I guess. Sheriff is a good one. Hi, Wiener. I'm wearing 2 pairs of comfy pants, 2 shirts, and a robe and slippers. Well, good for you. I'm wearing mismatched socks and pajamas at 10:27, and my hair is in waves. So you sound like you're better dressed than me at this point. I have bags under my eyes and a coffee cup next to me, but I'm pretty comfortable. Pretty comfortable. What are you guys wearing? Okay, so let's see. This person, potty mouth open, said, why does she lie? Crazy. I have heard her words myself. And they're quoting Chantal. May lied. And then it says, Nader made her alibi him. She did hold charges over his head. Also lies. And then they said, B, May wasn't early in your relationship. If he hid the keys, it was within the first week. You knew that they meant Toronto. So this is a community post that was deleted. Let's see. I'm wearing a black hoodie of some metal band. Blondie, I'm joking. I don't really want people to like. I was a joke. My PJs, there you go. If you're not wearing anything, don't let us know. Okay. Like, if you're wearing something and it's cute, let us know. I don't need to know if you're not clothed. Okay, so let's get into these foodie. This has been a weird conversation this morning. All right, so Foodie showed a comment that said, Chantal used her platform of thousands of people to discredit a woman called May who had the same accusations against the same man. She created an alibi for him. She lied for him. She made multiple community posts defending him. She edited screenshots of text exchanges between him and the victim and posted those screenshots online to discredit the victim. So then proceeded to go away with him for a week to Vancouver. She gets really mad that they got Vancouver wrong, by the way. They say further she used her own accusations to try and manipulate him back into a relationship. She held charges over his head. Okay, so this is really small on my screen. The way he put it was very aggressive. Did she even charge Nader to begin with, or did she go for donuts? See, since you ask. Then when Dee snatched Nader, she then proceeded to defend May wild. Matthew said, I won't say what I'm wearing, but I will say I'm too... Okay. All right. Don't get that song stuck in my head. Like, you get weird songs stuck in my head all the time that, like, live there rent-free for days. So this is Foodie Raging. It's now deleted. And she's saying, comments like this are ridiculous and lies. I didn't discredit May. I didn't believe her at the time because I believed his lies because I was being manipulated by him. I didn't create an alibi for him. I told the 100% truth about where I was and what happened as far as I remembered. I said I was with him part of the day, and the timeline with that day and the messages on Messenger didn't make sense to me at that time. To me, it was unfathomable. We were not so far into our relationship at the time that he would do what he was accused of. His story was believable to me at the time. May was also someone very hateful towards me at the time, and I thought she was just another person going real life and trying to ruin my happiness, like a lot of people have tried to do. I didn't know what to believe, but as time went on, and after rereading their DMs together and finally properly understanding the timeline, I changed my mind on the whole matter. As for defending him, again, I believed him and his story, and women in abusive relationships will take the blame and defend their abusers. This is common knowledge. The person making this comment is dangerous because they speak without knowing what it is like to be in an abusive narcissistic relationship. Hold on for a second. How do you know that? How do you know that this person hasn't been in an abusive relationship? You truly think that you're the only one who's ever gone through things in life, and I really don't understand that. Like, she's always like, you can't comment on it because you haven't gone through it. How do you know people haven't gone through the things that you have or similar or whatever? Like, how do you know? So she says, I've never been to Vancouver. Stop making up lies, you psycho. And I held charges over his head. You are really going to believe a known liar and abuser? This must be from doo-doo or angel horns. No one else is that stupid. Anyways, I had him charged because he beat me and hid him. Sorry, I'm slipping over my own tongue. He beat me and hid my keys, preventing me from leaving. I requested the charges be dropped because, again, he lied and manipulated me into doing it and kept seeing me even though we were not legally allowed to be around one another. Something else that is quite common is abused women do. Cut off your internet and go learn something. This is what I hate. People still ruminating over this abuse trauma. F all the way off. I've never, ever, 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 ever edited those screenshots. Those were taken directly from his messenger. Okay, that was a mouthful. I don't know how you could be so angry all the time. Nobody believes you. I don't know what to tell you. You're a liar. You're not the only person who's ever been in an abusive relationship or with a narcissist or whatever. What I do remember is there were times you believed May and then times you would go back to believing Nader. I remember a time where she was talking about like a pill bottle he had. Like a pill bottle. And that was like the one thing Foodie heard, and like her face was like, oh my gosh, she's telling the truth because May knew about this pill bottle. I don't remember what they said was in it. I'm assuming some sort of drugs. That's what I can imagine. I have no idea. I'm assuming it wasn't just Q-tips or something. You have a talent when you read those. I get hooked. Thank you. I used to do reading comment section videos, and I had so much fun with those. And reading Foodie's rages, but she deletes everything so fast and like only keeps the comments up kissing her big butt. So I stopped doing that, but I'd love to bring it back one day. Let's see. Okay, MD said the reason we watch Chantal isn't because she's entertaining. It's because we've never seen anyone disregard social norms like she does. She'll never go to therapy because she will suggest she follow any social norm. She can't do it, yeah. She doesn't want to change. That's why she doesn't want to do therapy. All right, here is another community post about BBJ, also deleted. So Shenanigans was the original poster or at least reposted it to Twitter. Christy K retweeted it, said, Foodie Beauty, stop lying. BBJ's nails were an issue for the entirety of her senior years. You never tended to them the way they needed to be. They did not suddenly become ingrown once. We are not idiots, Chantal. Stop gaslighting. So, I don't understand her point in this. Foodie, you're never going to get BBJ back. She might just outlive you. I don't know. It seems like FFG always wins in your little games. Like, you raging about it isn't going to change shit. I don't know why you even bother. I will never understand it. She's an influencer, but not in the way she thinks she is. Yeah. Steffi said, Hugh, didn't she repeatedly threaten to break the iPad? She did. I remember that. Hey, Axel's dad. Okay, hold on one second, you guys. My mouth is getting dry from talking so much, so I needed a sip of my coffee. Okay, so I'm assuming this is another long one. So Foodie said, okay, I was going to make a whole video about this, but I don't feel like spending much energy on this, but this comment is false. If you watch the video on Roman's channel, linked here, we are taking BBJ to the vet, and this was only a little over a year ago, not long before I came to Kuwait. Check the comments. By the way, I think the only reason why you took BBJ to the vet that day was you were hoping to hook up with Roman. Seriously. I don't think if he wouldn't have went with you. I don't think BBJ would have went to the vet. Because remember, you guys, at one point she was thirsting after Roman. Like, she was. I remember the first time we met him, he had like a bird named Kiwi? Coco? Kiwi, right? It was something like that. But she would like go over there a lot. And I can't remember what happened. Didn't he say she smelled something along the lines of that? And then she decided she hated him and then tried to make it seem like she never wanted him. But at one point she was very like, ooh, over Roman. So she links the video and she says, we are taking BBJ to the vet. And this was only a little over a year ago, not long before I came to Kuwait. Check the comments. If I was so neglectful of BBJ's health, why did I take her for a geriatric vet checkup? My cats had their own doctor as well. Again, her nails were not neglected willingly. That doesn't even make sense to me. If you're not trimming them regularly, you're neglecting them willingly. If you're not trimming them and you're not taking BBJ to the vet, you're willingly letting them grow like that. Like with any animal, most of them, some animals can grind them down on the sidewalk. There's certain things, but like for most, I've had animals my whole life. Like before I knew how to do it, I would take them for regular nail trims because it can cause problems if their nails are too long. It could cause a lot of problems for them. Once I learned how to do it, I do it every time I notice that they're getting a little bit too long, and I do it myself. But that's like a regular thing I'm checking. Like, for example, my Chihuahua's nails, the one that, not Gibby, but Chachi, her nails grow really fast. So like every 2 weeks, I'm looking at them, maybe trimming off a little bit, because I know as she gets older, if the nails are too long, it can affect how they walk. It could hurt them. They could get like arthritis problems. That too, they grow into the paw pads. Oftentimes, if a nail grows too long, it could break off and then it doesn't stop bleeding. Like, you have to take them to the vet. There's so many reasons why it's so important to trim your pet's nails. And if you're not regularly doing something about it, then in my opinion, you're willingly neglecting them. You are. You are. I don't think I ever really saw her take her throughout the time I watched you. As often as I go, well, I don't have to go, but as often as I do it now, like, it's just weird to me. Like, it's a every few weeks thing. I'm checking, taking a little off. I don't think you've ever talked about it really until you got caught neglecting her. She's acting like her intentions matter. If your cats are important to you, take care of them. That's the thing too. Like, these animals aren't asking for you to get them. Like, they didn't ask for Foodie Beauty, and like, what can they do? Like, they had the worst I feel so bad for them. Getting Foodie as an owner who doesn't know you need to make vet appointments a regular part of their lives, and checkups and whatever they need, nail trims, grooming. Like, you don't just get an animal and hope that they take themselves to the vet and figure it out. Anyways, let's keep going. So if I was so neglectful of BBJ, yada, yada, yada. Again, her nails were not neglected willingly. It was because as a senior cat, they grow faster than other cats, and I was gone for 3 months. Well, if you have a senior cat, maybe you shouldn't have left for 3 months. I don't know what to tell you. You seem like you ask your family for everything. Why didn't you ask them to come take your cat for a nail trim? I would do that. If I was gone for 3 months and I couldn't take my dog, I would have it set up that like my mom would like I'd make the appointments and like let my mom know, hey, I made an appointment on this day. Can you take Chachi? You know what I mean? Like I would make a point to have things set up, and I don't understand why you don't or why you didn't. Anyway, so as a senior cat, they grow faster than other cats, and I was gone for 3 months. And when I called Peetz on video to check her nails, they were fine. They overgrew sometime in the following 2 months I was away. When I saw how bad they were, when I came back to Canada, I immediately made an appointment, which you can see in the screenshot as proof when discussing with the scumbag liar Amy Flowers, aka FFG's brain dead pawn, if I had taken care of these things prior to, hold on, let me get to the other part. Prior to rehoming her, there wouldn't be any clout or documented animal abuser BS would there. Oh, and as far as the OSPCA not being let in, never happened. They cannot simply not follow up, and they will eventually come in. On one occasion, they said the place could be cleaner, but they never ever took the cats away, which, if there was abuse and neglect, they would do, especially being called there 4 times. That's literally what their job is. How do you just gloss over the fact that this is what your life has become? Animal control is coming to your house, and even they let you know that your place could be cleaner, as in clean it up. The next time we check in, your place needs to be cleaner. I would die out of all the embarrassing things I've done in my life, this is humiliating to me. Having animal control tell you that you need to clean up your house. Yikes. Yikes. And she wants us to forget how these cats lived, by the way. It's posted everywhere. That place was filthy. Like that carpet was filthy. There was food, there was stains, I think sometimes you would see cat poop. Foodie crumbs everywhere. There was fruit flies, boxes stacked in that place that you could build a mansion with. Like it could house people. Like the place was filthy. The place where she kept their food and water, she just threw the food out onto the ground, even though there was a bowl there. Do you understand the level of her laziness? There was a bowl, but we don't take the time to make sure the food goes in the bowl. We just throw the bag of food around it. We just throw it was just bad. It was really, really, really bad. Let's see, stuck to the floor. I cannot. Pete said they never answered the door. See, so she's lying again. So she says, anyway, hate me all you want for lies and false outrage, but I'm not an animal neglector nor abuser, and if I had seen her nails overgrown when I called Peetz that one time on video, I would have sent him to the vet with her, but she was fine at the time, or what it seemed, so I thought it could wait upon my return. My bad. Again, I had that cat for 20 years, and she always looked healthy. You know where she looks emaciated? In FFG's, I think I say it wrong, emaciated, not emaciated. In FFG's care, see below. I am so done talking about this, but I don't take being called an animal abuser lightly. Just stupid how she blamed me for starving BBJ when BBJ looks most starving in the picture below in her care. BBJ lived 20 years in my care. Yeah, in spite of you, not because of you. I truly believe that cat is strong. BBJ just had the will to live, and that's why she stayed strong for 20 years or however long you actually had her, because the time changes all the time. It had nothing to do with you. I really believe that. It had nothing to do with you. So she lived 20 years in her care, enough said. And this is never going. Okay, what is she going to say now? Let's see. Hey, Opal, I just saw you come in. And this is never going to be brought up by... Wait, this is never going to be brought up by me on this channel ever again. The board reaction channel... I feel like we're going to hear about this again. The board reaction channels will continue to need to talk about past events because without that, they can't pay their bills. I'll prove it too. Here's a challenge. Don't talk about me for a month. See how you do. As I've said many times, I don't wait. Is this the same one or did I go somewhere else? No, I think it's the same one. Like, how did we go from that to this? The board reaction channels will continue to need to talk about past events because without that, they can't pay their bills. Is the past like just last week when old dog boy was woofing at people? I'll prove it too. Here's a challenge. Don't talk about me for a month. See how you do. As I've said many, many times, I don't care about my past anymore as I don't live there anymore. Okay. Your past was just yesterday. You're still with somebody who woofs at people. You don't live there anymore? Okay, if you say so. So what does it say? I mean, there was a whole like 2 years. Even Cupcake, what's her name, super chatted her money for the vet long before Nads. Hold on one second, you guys. Somebody is honking outside my house and I don't know why. Hold on. Okay. Well, anyway, sorry, you guys. That's a better bark than Scat Boy. Okay, I'm back, you guys. Sorry it took so long. So, is there more to this? I'm assuming she's going to show BBJ. So, I know they want us to be like, oh, she looks terrible. She looks awful. She's starving. Like, I think she just is groomed. Before, not FFG, Foodie Beauty didn't really ever groom her or brush her or take care of her. She was always matted and her fur looked dull and she needed like help, she looked dirty. She was probably having trouble washing herself. And like, I see this and I see a cat that looks groomed finally. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Her past is her only draw. All right, let's see. I think there's another one about Mr. Snowflake. And it was really funny what someone drew on it because it's clearly like she saw what he looked like and then changed her mind. So I'm gonna try and find it. Oh wait, do we want another foodie clip? Let's see. Oh, this is from Foodie Cutie Reddit. So I'm just gonna keep going, but I'm trying to find that last community post. What does this one say? Lilybet said, Chantel, why can't you come clean and just say your marriage is over? The fact that you keep revisiting past things says it all. You have a new cat, yet still we're on BBJ case. You have a husband, yet we're still talking about Koki and Dee Dee. Don't you get tired? That part right there. Right there. Okay, what is this one? So Queen of WTF reposted one of the community posts we've already went over where she was I've never been to Vancouver, that one. So Queen of WTF said, but she did take him away on a trip when this news came out. I mean, we saw the whole thing play out. She defended him until she realized that he was staying with Dee Dee. Just like now, she is defending Salah, that he was tricked, etc. Chantel will always defend her man. That part right there. Like, it's weird. They will cheat and she'll blame the woman instead of the person who's actually committed to her. No, I'm fine, Roman. I'm fine. Ray has some pretty cats. I love Ray's channel. Ray is adorable. Okay, let's see. I want to just find the damn community post. Where is the other one? Because there's a lot. We'll be here for another hour if I truly cover everything. Oh, but Judge Judy said, If Mr. Snowflake wasn't cute, Foodie would be treating him like shit, like everybody else who reacts to her. The community post she wrote reeks of desperation and like, me. And then they said, shut the F up, Chins, you a nasty, racist, homophobe, xenophobe, bigot, animal abusing, manipulative bee that feels zero guilt. Well, that about sums it up, you guys. That sums up Foodie Beauty. Oh, this, you guys, if anybody's been following along with the Scientology protesters, this was posted and it said the night of Confident Chris's assault, this person posted a video. And then they said, can recognize the bus 233 that passed behind him and asked McDonald's to see video footage. Yeah, so people are trying to get footage of what happened to Chris. And like the last time I checked, like nobody seemed to be able to get it. And yeah, so that's just being posted. If you're following along with the Scientology protesters, check out my Twitter. That account seems to post a lot of clips and interesting things. Mr. Snowflake is actually a serious looker. I just think he has a nice sweater. I mean, it's a very fancy sweater. That's all I really remember. I mean, he isn't like, he's easy on the eyes, I'll say that. But like, Foodie seems to really like him. Oh, wait, let's see. Hidden Truth said, I wonder if Chantal forgot she dressed up as FFG for Halloween one year, mocking and laughing at her DV. Two wrongs don't make a right. Chantal is just as disgusting for doing that. What happened to never talking about her private life again? Do you guys remember Foodie was on a panel when she first started fighting with FFG a lot, and like they made a music video with FFG getting hit on the head with a hammer. And didn't Foodie think that was like the funniest thing? So it's just wild to me that she, goes after FFG's making fun of DV. So did you. So did you, Foodie. So did you. You've mocked her abuse story and you laughed at this music video with her being hit with a hammer. Like, okay, so this is the community post Foodie deleted about Mr. Snowflake. Hugh, or he's in America with new girlfriend eating Taco Bell. Salah? Okay, so Foodie deleted this. At Mr. Snowflake. I want to apologize for reacting the way I did about your docuseries on me. I forgot that you did Life by Jens, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, it saddened me, of course, but you used her words, and I like this style. You did the same with mine, and I have to admit watching the trailer made me cry, and I guess that's my problem. I have to figure out why I feel this emotional response by watching. It's hard to see the mirror before us sometimes, and I just lumped you immediately into the same category as hate channels who dehumanized me for so long. You do the opposite, so I apologize. Also, it is wrong of me to have issue with others discussing my life when I'm a public figure. I don't agree with defamation and hate, but this is not what your content is about. So I was wrong about that. Is this why you deleted it? Because you said that it's wrong of you to have an issue with others discussing your life when you're a public figure? Did you delete it because you want to be able to rage about it tomorrow? And Foodie, I think you're just hoping Mr. Snowflake will fall for you. So when Salah fully leaves your ass, he's probably gone right now. Like you, in your mind, you think that you have a backup plan. Like you think that you're so beautiful and you can win Mr. Snowflake over. But truthfully, you seem to really thirsty in that. And like, don't you have a husband? Where's your husband? Hey, Austin. She does, though. She does. All right, you guys. I am going to go for now. If Foodie does something other than game today, just anything other than that, we will come back live and talk about it. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I don't know. She's not this diplomatic with everyone. It's because he is not a woman and because he wears a fancy sweater, I guess. I don't know. She really hates all the women's like reaction channels, but it definitely seems like all the men get a pass. And then I'm telling you, I think she searched his name, saw what he looks like, watched the thing about her, and she was just smitten. Like she was just smitten. She used to thirst over Monty and Madsy. Really? Foodie. That makes sense why she gives him a pass a lot. It makes sense. She used to thirst after him. All right, you guys, I'll see you later. Have a great day, great evening, wherever you are, and I will see you so soon. Bye, everybody.